Hey YouTube, it's Erin, and I am the Handbag Housewife, and I'm back again with another video. In today's video, I'm going to compare two favorites. Two favorites by Louis Vuitton. I don't know if they're going to be your favorite. They're certainly not my favorite, but for some reason, Louis Vuitton deemed them to be named the favorite. And one was discontinued, and then the other one was brought out. And to me, they have virtually nothing in common. I mean, I say that, I can find a few things in common, but these bags don't look alike. So why do they have the same name, especially somewhat quickly in succession from one to the other? It's not like we're talking decades here. We're talking a relatively short amount of time for the redesign and a result that looks nothing like before. So the two bags I am talking about are the Damier Azur Favorite MM. So this is the bigger size of the two favorites. I think the PM was discontinued before the MM was. And then on this side, we have the new model favorite, and it's just the favorite, I believe. I don't think it has an MM or a PM. I think it's just the favorite. Comes in one size, comes in a few different shades. The one I have is the bicolor in the turtle dove shade. And there's also a black bicolor and then a solid black. And I don't think there were any other colors besides those three. And I picked this one up on Rebag, actually. It was marked way, way, way up because when these came out, they were hot. They were selling like hotcakes, and I think Rebag was asking over $3,000 for it. And I picked it up for like 30% less. So I got a really good deal on this bag in Louis Vuitton terminology anyway. This bag for a long time was under $1,000, and I think that's why it was a favorite, because it was a way for somebody to get a real bag, not a pochette accessoire, which I think is pretty comparable in size to this bag. It's not a very fat bag, it's real narrow, and the length is pretty also similar to the pochette accessoire, but it was a way to get a bag that looked more like a bag than a pouch. I have one of the pochette accessoire left in my collection. I also have the multi-pochette accessoire. So here is an idea. You can tell that the favorite's a little bigger, but from the side, you can tell that the base of the pochette accessoire is like a flatter base, so it will stand upright on its own. And I do have the mini pochette hooked to the front, but this one will stand upright on its own. The favorite has to be laid down. It's not going to stand upright because of the rounded bottom. In a way, that makes this one more like a clutch that you could carry under your arm because it's narrow and it's just going to fit under your arm really nicely. The rounded bottom, I think, may help with that. Now, with the new model, they squared off the bottom and they made it way, way fatter. So in terms of similarities, what do we see? We see a pleat. So the new favorite, which is the turtle dove one on my right, which I think is your left, it has a pleat, and so does the old model favorite. Now, when you look at this one, you'll notice that we have one D-ring. And the D-ring is on both sides, but on one side, the chain is not removable. And that is the side that you hook the strap to. Now, I have put a non-branded clasp on this side so that if I want to put on and take off the leather vachetta strap, I'm not constantly putting strain on the way that the leather loops through itself, because I have seen these straps crack from repeatedly being taken off and put back on. On this side, we do have a clip for the chain, so this can be removed. And also soak in this. It doesn't have that looping thing going on. Now, why, may you ask, would you do this? Would you have that like that? Well, I think it's so that you can put this on like this and use it as a bracelet. And also, if you want to, you can then stick this inside of the bag like so, and then not have that chain dangling. I don't love that they made it so where you can't completely remove it. I think that that's kind of a bummer, but I'm also a chain lady and I love having a dangly chain. And this one's actually a really good length. It doesn't dangle down too far, so it's not going to get stuck on doorknobs. and the like when you're walking around. It's just about the perfect amount of dangle down at the bottom. Now this flap is a magnetic flap, and the magnet goes all the way across here. So you end up with some issues. You got to move it around to keep it straight, but you end up with some issues on a lot of them, developing a line of demarcation across the flap from where the magnet is inside. And I got a good one. And I'm telling you that back when these were about to be discontinued, I ordered multiple monogram and multiple damier ebene ones, and I returned pretty much all of them or sold them because they came with a crease or a wrinkle right here. Tons of them had wrinkles right here. And so I stalked the website trying to find a good one. I did get a good one when I bought my first one back in, I think it was 2019-ish or 18. I got a good one. I had a monogram one and I used it a bunch. And then what happened is it got that crease and I didn't like it. And so I was on a mission to find another one. And luckily I did. I actually found this after I started my YouTube channel, and I got it, I think, for $1,250, which was right around what they ended at when they were discontinued. My first one, I think I paid maybe just under $1,000 plus tax. So they did go up in price, but not nearly so much as like the Pochette Accessoire with chain has went up in price. So this strap, I don't remember the exact length on it. I want to say it's around 43 inches. It may be a little bit on the short side for a lot of people, but it's completely not adjustable. And so that is a difference between the new model and the old model. So the new model has a snappy strap, and we all know how much I love the snappy straps. But when I get these straps, I wear the bags on my shoulder. That's just how I wear them. I think it's more comfortable to have it doubled up like this than to have the crossbody option where you have these straps coming together like this on your shoulder blade or on your collarbone. I just don't like that. But it is nice to have an option to be able to make it go crossbody in a pinch. And I've got other options for this bag, but let's just start out talking about how they came whenever they were served up to us by Louis Vuitton. This bag also has a chain, and unlike the other, it is completely removable. It is very hard to remove it though, because this ring is tiny. It's really small. But you can remove it, so if you don't want the dangly chain, you don't have to have it. And you'll notice that it drops down way farther than the one on the original favorite. And it also is heavier and thicker. And I do think it's really pretty. And I do wear it with the chain on it, but I kind of like a dainty chain. So I think that they're probably pretty even on the chain front. And for me, the strap on this one wins out because it's more comfortable as a crossbody. The strap on this one, I guess, wins out if I want to wear it as a shoulder bag. Let's look at the closure. So this one looks like it has a pochette Matisse closure, and it does not. It's actually magnetic. So I do have it protected with hardware protectors from Half Deluxe, and it works amazingly well to open and close this bag with very little effort. I have an insert inside to line the bag, and I think this is easier to pack than the other favorite. That said, this is a fabulous vacation bag because it's so slim. It's so easy to pack into your suitcase, or actually I don't pack them in my suitcase. I pack them in like my Longchamp shoulder tote, and you don't need that much when you're on vacation. So this is a really good size. Now this one also has an insert, and I don't remember who made it, but I added this pocket to it because the way it was configured, it only came with the one pocket. And I wanted three because on a bag like this, having three pockets is really nice, in addition to the back pocket it comes with. So because of the rounded bottom on this bag, it really requires some strategery to pack it. And one of the things I always do is I eliminate extra card holders and I use those pockets. And so I think that this bag's harder to pack, but it's much lighter weight. It's much better for travel. And also, it's just better if you don't need very much. This bag is substantially heavier, but it's all leather. It's not canvas like the other one. It has a beautiful bicolor pattern on it. I love the look of all these flowers. I like how it matches up. I think this clasp is gorgeous and looks wise beats the old model favorite hands down. I think the lining on the bag is amazing, and it does have this pocket. So it's in the same kind of pocket category. It has one pocket just like the other. But the wider base just makes it so much easier to pack where you don't have to eliminate your card holders, at least not as much. I still would probably eliminate one of my 3 card holders or clays in this bag just because it's not super tall. And for that reason, it is a little bit more space limiting than a lot of my other bags. So I figured I would try these on for you real quick, and then I would show you the strap options I have. So on the crossbody length, you will notice that this favorite is way shorter than this favorite. This length is not going to work for a lot of people. I'm 5'8", about 143 pounds, and I do like my bags hitting a little higher like this. This is comfortable for me, but a lot of people would rather have their bag hit like this. On the shoulder, it's a tight fit with a sweatshirt on, but I wouldn't be wearing this bag with a sweatshirt generally. And so it does work under my arm with the chain, and that does make it a nice going out bag. For me, the best way to wear the favorite new model is under the arm like this, assuming I want to use the strap it came with. Now, of course, all of you know I am a strap happy soul and I have lots of strap options. So my favorite way to actually wear this bag has nothing to do with the strap it came with. I use my Gallet Capucine strap with this bag, and it's not a perfect match, but by golly, it is pretty darn close. And so for me, wearing this bag crossbody with the Capucine strap is awesome. And I do like my clips to match, but since this one has round clips on the chain, I feel like it totally works with these different style clips than most of the Louis Vuitton bags have. So that is my absolute favorite way to wear the favorite, no pun intended. So this little bag is great like this. This is the most comfortable way for me to wear it, which is too bad because not everybody has an extra strap laying around. So it's definitely something to consider. If you get this bag, you have to be okay with a shorter crossbody or a shoulder style instead of this type length strap, which is what I prefer. So I just measured this strap, and it's between 44 and 45 inches. It's going to depend on, I think, how tightly this piece is pulled, and also it's closer to 45 if you include the extra clip, but that didn't come with the bag. I have many strap options to wear with this little cutie that I picked up along the way. Now this one here, it's sort of like a pochette Matisse strap, and it is not an authentic Louis Vuitton piece, but it's not counterfeit either because it doesn't have Louis Vuitton written on it anywhere. It's sort of a fun way to wear this bag. I got this from a seller on Etsy from Turkey, and when I got it, it smelled like cigarette smoke so badly. But I put it in like a plastic bag with some charcoal packets, and eventually the smell went away. So yay, I guess. I used to love wearing my monogram strap with my monogram favorite, and I sort of missed that, but I can still accomplish that look with my pochette accessoire and the monogram strap. I wanted this strap to accomplish the same look with this pattern, with the Damier Azur, and I do think it looks pretty good, but I'm not sure if I'll ever use this strap. I haven't yet to date. The other 2 straps I have to go with this bag are this beautiful, I think it's Rose Claire strap from the Pochette Accessoire, and then this is from another Pochette Accessoire. It may have been the Takashi Murakami. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But I got the pink one first, and I loved it. And now that I have the cream colored one, for me, this is the best combo for this bag. Besides the Vachetta strap it came with. I do really like wearing it that way too. So here is the old model favorite on display, the way I like to wear it. And here is the new model favorite on display, the way I like to wear it. Which one do you like best? Which one is your favorite? I have to say that neither one of these is my favorite. I'm not that big of a fan of the favorite. I do really like them both. Don't plan on selling them. But if I had to say which bag was my favorite in my collection, neither one of these would be it. They would be in the strong like category, probably not in the love category for either, but I do think they're both quite lovely. And I do feel like each one serves a purpose in my collection. I feel like this one is an excellent vacation bag. I just haven't found the vacation I want to take it on yet. I used to take the monogram one all the time. And so I just need to bite the bullet and take this with me, maybe on the next beach vacation we go on. I am actually going on a trip this summer with my family. We're going to be cruising the Mediterranean. And so maybe that'll be the time I bring this. That would be a really good time. I won't need to carry around a bunch of extra stuff, and I will be in a beautiful, warm climate with the sea, and this sort of goes with that, don't you think? Now this one here, the purpose it serves is it is my bicolor piece, my token bicolor piece in the turtle dove shade. I also have bicolor in the black with the cream for my pochette Matisse. I love the bicolor print with Louis Vuitton, but I only want to have one piece in each color. And I guess there are a few colors I don't have. I mean, actually, there's a bunch of colors I don't have. But in the classics, in the black and cream, and then in the turtle dove and cream, I think that having one of each one is good enough. And this is the one I chose in this particular color palette. And for that reason, I won't be interested in things like the Pochette Matisse East West in this color palette. I feel like those bags kind of look the same as this one, so there's no reason to duplicate. It's kind of like having too many monogram bags, if you get my drift. I think that's it for this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. Which one of these two bags is your favorite and why? Would you ever consider purchasing either one after I share this information, or maybe even before you already had your mind made up? I would be interested to know anything you have to say about Louis Vuitton's favorite handbag. If you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Do it and ring the notification bell so that you are notified of future exciting content such as this. Also, go find me on Instagram. The name there is the same. It's the @symbol, then the Handbag Housewife, all lowercase. You can DM me there, or you can email me at thehandbaghousewife@gmail.com. If I don't hear from you, I will see you again real soon. Take care and have a fabulous day. Bye.